Something new pulling in the shop. Let's get inside out of the rain. What a boat. This thing is giant. Definitely takes up a big footprint. It's a 67 Chevy Impala. We're going to be doing a complete wiring harness with a Dakota digital dash. We popped the trunk here. We have our wiring harness. It's a painless wiring harness. Going to completely rewire the car, and our Dakota digital dash is in here. So this will be a sweet little project for us. Got it in out of the rain. It is, like I said, it takes up a big area. It's already had the motor and stuff done. We got to give the car a quick once over while it's here, and try and get the rest of it squared away. It's got a couple rust issues. Got a little rust in the front floor here. So overall, the Impala is not a terrible car. It's kind of a driver quality. We'll definitely get it cleaned up a little bit. Now, they're not looking to go full show with this build. Just make it functional and make it clean. Be able to cruise it to a car show, you know, just cruise it around town. So interiors, carpet and seats are obviously out. Console's loose. But the rest of it actually doesn't look terrible. Headliner's decent. Back seat is there and decent. Door panels look pretty good. So just needs a little freshening up. See what we can do with it. Safety glasses on. Let's get grinding and get this firewall cleaned up. I already had it test fitted once. It seems to actually fit pretty nice. So we'll get all these burrs and weld, all of it cleaned up. All of our seams cleaned up, ready. We'll have it sprayed down with some weld-through primer. We got a couple small issues to address here. We don't want to replace this whole panel. So this is still structurally sound. It's just right here in this seam, moisture lays. Our new piece will go up and we'll seam seal around through here, but we'll cut out these a little bit worse spots and weld some metal in there, and then it'll be good to go. Let's get grinding, get it cleaned up, and see how much we have to replace. Catch you up to speed on what I'm doing here. Obviously we got some rust through here, so we're gonna put a piece of sheet metal in there, touch that up. I did take and cut out a paper template, trace that onto a piece of sheet metal, cut our piece of sheet metal, held that up there, of course trace around it. So our black line represents this, but it's bigger than this, so we gotta stay inside the lines, and then we can sand everything down, grind it, and make this flush fit once we get it in there. If you feel the back side here, it's actually not bad metal. I mean, obviously there's rust holes, but it's only rusty where the holes are. So it's just where these two pieces of metal seam together. And like I said before, someone put silicone through there for some reason. It really trapped moisture in and made it rust. So the metal above and below is what I'm trying to say is perfectly good. So once we get this trimmed out, we'll start welding this piece in, and it'll be a nice repair. And then our firewall will actually go on and seam over this anyway. And then when we seam seal it, you shouldn't even tell a piece was even put in there. So let's get this trimmed out and see if we can get it fitted up. Our cutoff wheel here makes quick work of that. Throw that down here. So we got this roughly cut out. Now we just need to go back through and clean all these edges up, and you know, the wheel's bigger than that, so we'll have to take and grind through and make that, square that up, square this over here up, and just grind these edges, and then we'll start test fitting this and make this flush fit, and then we'll start tacking it in there. With a little patience, a little grinding, we can get that to flush fit in there. We'll start tacking and hammer and doweling that a little bit. I can reach it in from the back. Whoops. there's what it looks like without the piece in, but I can reach in from the back side and tune that up as need be. But this piece is ready to go. We'll get that welded in, and we have one more small piece here. We'll go ahead and put a little piece in there. Other than that, we're gonna just clean it up, and when we weld the new piece in, seam seal, it'll seal all that up. We got this all finished, cleaned up. We got our spots fixed. We got that welded on. We'll do some finish grinding later. Like I said, the firewall covers most of that actually, and it actually, what doesn't get covered gets seam sealed around through here to kind of fill in that void there. Got weld through primer sprayed in all the areas that we're going to be working on. The floor already had weld through on it. So I guess now it's probably time to throw that firewall back up in there and get some clamping and final fit done on it, and then we can start excuse me, welding that in. It's looking good though. Let's make it look like we did something and get that firewall up in there. And we got the firewall kind of snapped into place there. Like I said, we'll have to move this around a little bit. Obviously these holes need to line up, so we need to move around a little bit there, and we can start clamping through these areas, and we'll push in, get some spot welds going on through there, and then we'll actually move inside. Let's run around this way. Once we get the outside done, we'll get some clamps. I might not be able to get clamps on there actually, so we'll have to push up and do whatever we need to do. Usually we'll run a screw down ever so often, pull those two pieces of floor together. We'll drill and spot weld beside them, pull the screw out, and then weld down through that to get rid of that hole. But as you can see, that fits pretty good already, and it's just a nice, clean, fresh piece. Butts up against this, so from the firewall up there all the way back to the tail pan is all brand new sheet metal. Once we get that done, then we can seam seal in through here, and then we can get our seat platform positioned and welded in. But it's much easier to seam seal through there with these out. So all right, we got the firewall kind of loosely clamped in there. We did run these bolts in on either side. This is actually not fitting near as good as I was hoping it to. We do have a little buckle here. It will go in, but it's the last firewall I put in a Camaro fit beautifully. We can make this one fit, but it's definitely not, it didn't fall right in like the last one. So we'll just have to do what we have to do. We got some clamps at that one came off. We got a clamp on that side, but everything's fitting relatively decent. We just got to tune this in and make it fit perfect. The gap here is actually pretty nice all the way across. Like I said, we'll drill through and pull that together with a screw. And once we weld on either side of that, we'll pull that out and plug weld right through that too. So yeah, we're just gonna keep moving here, and definitely makes a big difference having that in there. The last one we did have the stock hole for the heater, which makes stuff a little easier. You can actually reach through and get to that inner floor section, and maybe that's why it doesn't fit quite the same as the last one we did, but we'll make it work. It's looking pretty good. We just got to keep working it. And with all that grinding and stuff, we have a giant mess on the floor again. And the last time I said I need to put this up and sweep up, some of the guys called me out and said it was my OCD, and I'm fine with that. What I can't stand is walking around this gritty stuff. You track that stuff all over the place. It stinks. But anyway, I am going to put the car up and clean all this up, make it nice and clean, neat. All right, we got it nice, clean, freshened up on the floor anyway, and got a nice fresh firewall in there, clamped in place. Next step, like I said, is going to be start welding it in. We'll start working our way around, probably start in the middle and work our way out, just in case we have to do anything towards the edges. We don't want to buckle in the middle that we just can't get out. So we'll start there, working our way out. But today, I think we're probably about done. We'll do a quick walk under. As soon as we get the firewall finished up, we will come around here on the back and get this stuff tied in, and then get we've already fitted our inner wheel wells. They fit really nice. We'll get them popped up in and welded in, and then get this bottom buttoned up. We are going to do the Raptor liner truck bed coating on the bottom side of this also. And we'll probably shoot it with epoxy primer right before we do that and make a nice durable finish. But this car is coming along. Obviously we got stuff in and out of the shop all the time, so it does take a little while to get this stuff done. And it is what it is. We'll keep knocking it out as we can. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good